Hey, good afternoon to you. We're out here exercising. I hesitated to bring my dog, Benjamin, but mostly because of the ticks, you know, being in Missouri and all, but he's on a new tick thing that I guess it's been all summer, and it's worked out pretty good. It's where he eats a thing once a month. Still, man, you get into those seed ticks, I think they'd have to shave him. But anyhow, so I'm out exercising. We're out just kind of doing what I'm doing every day, which is getting out and working out. And I want to take a moment and really just kind of speak to really all of that, because, you know, it was a little over a year ago where I really started talking about, giant spider web. All right. It was about a year ago that I really started talking about how important it is for the remnant, those who see God for who he is and desire to be about his business, even in the face of adversity. And it's important that in the end times you be able to, you know, be in good shape. Like, it's important. You can't just be stuck, you know, barely being able to make it a few feet or a few yards if you had to walk. You know, you need to be resilient and strong. And so I started this journey of, you know, we were going through the book of Joshua while we were doing it too, which is, you know, how God wars. But I really struggled because, you know, what ended up being a heart issue. Like I was getting a lot of heartburn and just winded real easy. And that all came up. It's almost like doing this saved my life. Like, I don't even know if I would have ever discovered that, you know. And anyhow, so I went through this whole process of fixing my heart. And now I just feel incredible. And I refuse to go back there. Like, I refuse to go back to this moment in time where, you know, because having that issue with your heart, you know, I had two arteries, the two main arteries going to your heart. One was 100% blocked. And the other one was 85% blocked. And the only reason I was really alive, you know, the 85 was the artery they call the widowmaker. And the only reason I was alive was because God made a bypass and, you know, literally formed a new artery that went around that one. But it wasn't functioning like the other ones should have. And I just refuse. I keep getting drilled by spider webs. I just refuse to go back there. So I'm turning it up. And I want to kind of talk about like what I've really been through over the last few months is I lost 30 pounds, a little over 30 pounds. I feel great. I literally can jog up a mountain. When I was in South Dakota, I literally jogged up a mountain. And I feel great. And a lot of it, you know, well, most of it is diet and exercise, but part of that diet too, you know, because I'm so proud of my friend. Friend of mine lost 110 pounds, 7 months, eating Trinidad scorpion peppers. You know, and I wanted in on that. So he kind of morphed it into a drink that you can drink. And I've been doing that quite a bit, mostly because it's designed to do it every Sunday. But the way he has it now is there's these, calls them fire and ice. They're essentially little ice chips that you freeze. And it's got that Trinidad scorpion pepper, and you chow it every day, and it builds up a tolerance. And it's just like you just sitting there and your whole body heats up like a workout. It's incredible. And it builds up a tolerance for, you know, to where you could eat a Trinidad scorpion pepper. And I'm actually curious. I was going to connect with him and see if I could get a hold of one. Try it. Something's running in the woods over there. And just give it a try. You never know. Maybe I could put one down. We'll see. There's a guy who eats peppers. I'm going to put the link to his YouTube page, Johnny Scovall. And he got community strikes for eating hot peppers on YouTube. So I don't know if I put it on here or not. I guess they say it's dangerous behavior. Weird. Anyhow, but through all that, you know, and I'll put the link to that below. He's doing like combo packs where you can get some bottles, as well as those chips. But here I am, man, and I feel great. Like, I feel so good. You know, I really have a ways to go still. I believe I got about 15, 20 more pounds to go easy. And I feel like I've kind of plateaued a bit, if it makes sense. You know, if you ever try to lose weight, like you just lose a bunch and you just can't lose any for some reason. But for me, it's not. Like, I don't care what I look like or anything like that. I think my wife might, but I don't. It's more about that heart health. But I go back to how this all began for me over a year ago, which is you have to be in physically good condition to be part of the remnant in the end times. I mean, it's a war. Like, you become an outlaw. If you're declaring that Jesus Christ is Lord and refusing to take the mark of the beast, you become an outlaw. And it's a literal war, referred to in the Bible as the War of the Saints. It's the second most thing spoken about in the book of Revelation outside of Jesus himself, is the War of the Saints and how that plays out. And, you know, we're triumphant for 3.5 years, victorious, you know, and nothing can stop us. Then at the end of the 3.5 years, God kind of takes his protection off of us, so to say. And the world army and the Antichrist are triumphant over us at that point. But 3.5 years is a long time. And then, you know, if you're alive when Christ returns, you get to reign with him for 1,000 years, as well as if you died in tribulation and did not take the mark of the beast, then you're also resurrected for that 1,000 years reign. It's referred to in Revelation as the first resurrection. Everybody else gets resurrected after the 1,000 years is over. But it's important you're here, and it's important you're participating in that war of the saints. To be here with Christ and reign here, whether you die or not, is awesome. So there you go. I'm feeling great. You know, I think a lot of it is, you know, definitely exercise and diet and, you know, being able to put down things like that Trinidad scorpion pepper on a regular basis. Those things are significant. They're helping, and I'm stronger. Like I said, I can run up a mountain. I have no problems doing that. And there's just no way I could have done that when this all began. So any thoughts or insight on it, you know, as far as recommendations or how it's going for you, put that below. Do you want to take a moment and say most people watch this channel? Not subscribers. Click that subscribe button. Greatly increases the algorithm and our ability to get these messages out. That link is below. But the most important part of this channel, we take prayer requests, so please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of Got Family and Guns. And as always, love God. Love your family. Love guns.